Welcome to the Vector Garden. I've been asked about the additional tools I have in my toolbar and what they are doing. So it's these tools in here, and then there are also some you can't see in this layout. They are here, and there's another one here. There are some down here. These are all tools by Astute Graphics. As you see up here, I have the whole Astute Graphics plugin suite, and they add these tools. So I won't be able to cover them all in one video, but I will be publishing a video every now and then to show what they are doing and also what kind of issue in Illustrator they are solving. Let's start with the ones that are about precision, namely this set of tools. They belong to the plugin Scribe. So when you work in Illustrator, you've got a chance to work with smart guides, and then you can snap things. And basically the snapping happens when you are using the anchor points. So you have your cursor and move it over something, then you see a highlight. That is the smart guides. And then we have the anchor point here. And for this, it's important that you have snap to point turned on and also smart guides. So you can take this object, move it with the selection tool, grab it by the anchor point and then move it here. And there we've got the snapping to another anchor point. Smart guides also do some other kind of snapping. So when you move this circle and you see you get close to the other circle, then you've got a snap also. But it's always better to move them by the anchor point. Then it's even more precise. But if you want to have the circle snap here, then you are basically lost. So that's where Scribe comes into play. So we have the Snap to Collisions tool, and then also we have this panel, Astute Body, which is another plugin on its own, and it shows the options that you have when you use the tools, because there are several modifier keys associated with every one of them. And basically, if you do not use them every time all day, then you have no chance to remember all those shortcut keys. So if I now take this, then you see there are all those shortcut keys. And when I move that circle here to the other circle, then you see it snaps. And it also snaps when we have two of them. And it snaps exactly at the tangent points. And that is, of course, awesome. So that is just great that you can just grab them and move them. Now, the next situation is we have this shape here and this shape here, and I want to have this snap to that over there. Now, again, you can do that with smart guides, but it's quite cumbersome. So what we can do is use the Rotate at Collisions tool. And I'm going to grab it here like this and move it here, and you see it already snaps. It's the wrong direction. I want it to the outside, so I can press the space bar and then I've got it on the outside. And we can also, let's undo that and undo that once more. I'm going to take it here and move it up there, and you see then it goes here or there or there, and you can just snap it where you want it to be, just like that. Now we have another one, Rotate to Collisions tool. So first of all, let's go to the selection tool and go here, and I'm going to make it like this. And then let's use the Rotate to Collision tool, and this might not be the perfect example, so I'm just going to set the rotation point with this like so, or take this here, and then you see it snaps where you rotate it, and it also snaps to its own shape, if that's what you need. Like that. We've got another plugin that is about precision. And that's the tools down here. They belong to Subscribe. Now what that does is, let's first go to the selection tool again, and I'm going to move those circles here. Now let's assume we have to build tangents between those circles. And again, that is something you cannot do at all in Illustrator. You would have to use mathematical construction methods in order to get that done, or you would have to use a script that would build you all the tangents that are possible in this kind of position. So we can take the tangent line tool and then just move between those circles, and the plugin does those tangents for us in the situations that we need. It also has a perpendicular line tool, and it does that like this. So we can have perpendicular lines. That does not only work with circles, but also with just paths that have curves. It can do some more. So let's take the perpendicular tool again, and we can do these lines, and now we can draw some more lines. I'm going to press the A and A again, and then I can get these, and press the R or like this, and can get these random lines, so that we have something like a sun. I'm going to delete them again. And of course we can also create this the other way around, so draw from here to there and get the perpendicular line. And just so you see that we can do that with any path, we can just do it like this or like this and get the perpendicular lines. And this is often needed for kinds of construction. You want to find the center of something, and then you can use that. This can also do some more. So we can draw circles by points. Just click once and twice and then drag, and you see we can draw a circle by 3 points, for instance. And we can also draw circles into circles. So we can draw a tangent circle like in here, click once and twice and draw the circle exactly into there. You see we've got a pop-up, so we can enter a radius and get a circle that has an exact radius into these, between these lines, basically. And we can also do that with curves, and we can draw arcs by curves. So just like this, and then draw an arc. So if an arc has to match a certain situation. The next thing we have is the Orient tool, and you can use that to rotate something with reference lines. So let's just take this, and I'm going to draw a reference line here. And now by pressing Shift and rotating, you can orient this line in 45-degree angles, like so. We can also use the Quick Orient tool, just pressing Alt and clicking on this line, and that line is horizontally aligned, just like that. So for the quick precision, let's take this one here and holding Alt, clicking just like this, and this is now a horizontal line. And then we have two more. So we've got the Connect tool here, and you can use that to connect these lines and have a nice bent connection between them. And we have the Straighten tool, which is also nice. You can click on these lines to just straighten them horizontally or vertically if you have something that is drawn a little off. So those were the plugins that address precision in drawing. Each of them has more functionality built in. And if you have a question whether a plugin can do this or that you have in mind, then please do not hesitate to ask your question in the comments of this video. I'm going to continue this series with some more plugins next time.